Hey Kingsmen, welcome back. I hope you guys are all doing well, staying safe, and staying awesome. Today, I have a Napoleonic Total War 3 battle 4v4. This one is epic, guys. It is close, and it is bloody. So if you have not already sat down, got yourself comfortable, I encourage you to do so, because already we have the Imperial Guard. Napoleon's finest rolling up to this LOC, already throwing some Voltigeurs in here as the Russians are showing up here. The Russians showing a strong front. Now this is, like I said, a 4v4. It is 4 Russian players of the Patriotic War going up against a like Austrian, French force and Westfalen force. So you can see these are the cores of that time period. I'm sorry, don't exactly remember the exact time period. But Napoleon Bonaparte has gone to the front lines himself, already pushing into this LOC. And you can see Russia is not gonna back down, it looks like. The masses of Russia just pushing forward here. You can see the French Voltigeurs. I believe there are as well some Grenadiers. If I look here, yes, Grenadiers who are in the LOC as well. Flashes of musket fire already going in. I don't know if they've actually killed anyone yet. But this battle, guys, is going to be intense. You can see also Russia pushing down the road with some light infantry. There is some lancers from the Imperial Guard hiding in the woods here. Could do an easy surprise attack. The rest of the Russian army is marching this road. They got a mixture of the light infantry and Grenadiers. This one French player is having to do the long way around. They're going to have to go down this road and then cut across. We will see what they actually end up doing. They are bringing Dragoons, Chasseurs, Cheval, more Dragoons and Chasseurs, Cheval. Of course, the Imperial Guard is bringing their Grenadier Cheval, who they've hidden in the woods wisely. The Lancers, now I do believe the Russians are already firing some artillery. We did see that there are some deaths here, maybe from the French artillery, I'm not sure. The French artillery is hiding somewhere in here, if they even brought any. But they are kind of holding up in this small area, and they are not gonna give this up. Howitzers blasting in. Oh my goodness! Howitzers already shooting them to pieces here as the Russians advance in mass here. I love that massive tree. Enough of the cinematic shots, because we have a battle to watch. Now the Cav is going to have to try to get out of there, as Russians are going to advance through the tree line, as well as there's some light infantry that was advancing here. Maybe they're going to try to intercept these Lancers who are getting in a pickle. There's a lot of Russian infantry over here as well. Westphal is still coming down the road, as is Austria. Austria is not as far away as Westphal. Westphal does have their cav, though, set up here. We got some Chevalier Lancers, some Hussars, kind of sitting on the flank. But here we go. Russia is going to start pouring in some volleys and advancing in mass here. Do you believe we have a cav charge? Yes, we do. Lancers going and trying to maybe stop the Russians from being able to push. These are Grenadiers here. And now they're going to be getting shot at by some light infantry here. Some of these guys are like, yeah, excuse me, guys. Don't mind me. I'm just going to squeeze through your ranks here. Oh, the Howitzers going in. But look at this, guys. We have Russians advancing very, very close here. Probably the glitch. Oh, we do have some cav charging in as well on the flank. These Lancers going in. They're trying to break the side here, as Russia's going to try to encircle this building here. They're going to keep going in against various units here. We do have we had Westphal showing up, trying to take out the Tormasov general, or Russia's General Tormasov, who I believe is actually going to get out of there now. But more. You saw there was also some cav from Westphal that did hit the flank of the Russians. Now the Russians are going to start going in here, maybe charging in for a bayonet charge against the house. Howitzers are blasting this house to pieces. My goodness. These grenadiers are not going to do very well. I think the French so far will hold this house, as we also have some lancers moving up. And Austria is showing up on this side. They're going to be taking on the Russians that are moving over here. Over on this side, a lot of cav just moving back and forth. Russia has kind of set up a scattered defense along this side, kind of screening almost, as their main push obviously is for this house. And what a fight this is. Look at this. Pushing on the right flank as well as France. Oh my goodness. These guys are going to start breaking as they've just lost so many men already to this LOC. We do have more line infantry starting to push forward. I'm not sure where they're going to go in. Already more men than should have been lost on this part of the battle. Looks like some French voltigeurs are getting broken here. Over here, Austria actually has a perfect angle to flank the Russians as they're pushing up here. In fact, I do believe they are forming up into the woods here. Yes, they are. And these units are very large. They're pouring a lot of hot fire into these Russian units as well. Now, Russia does have the reserves set up to be able to bolster this unit from the fighting. They have a good flank right here. They can still push. But Westfalen is showing up, but then again, so is the other Russian army. My goodness, look at how many men, once again, they are bringing. Look at this. Just seeing the fighting in the background. You see cav everywhere. And these howitzers, or whatever is over here, more artillery showing up, but they are going to be making it very tough for the French. As you can see, the fight still raging over here. Over here, France has started pushing up their cav. Infantry actually look like they're going in for a bayonet charge here, trying to break Austria's infantry. Now we do have a flanking charge. Oh no, there was a bayonet charge along the whole line here. Unfortunately, point-blank volley fire is so potent, they're probably going to break the Russians. Oh, and here we go. The General Bagavu is getting charged by Austrian cav. Dragoons. He needs to get himself out of there or his men are going to start wavering. They probably already are, to be honest, as cav is going to charge the back of them. Excellent use of the flanking cav charge here. You're going to break 3 Russian units here. At the same time, we have some lancers going in, trying to break a mass of the Russians' forces, and honestly, it seems to be going very well. We also have some cav possibly over here. Yep, we have the Grenadier Cheval now going in, trying to add lethal charging to this already lethal fight. You see the Russians are a little disorganized here. They should still get some good volleys off, but this has become utter chaos for the Russians in this line as there is cav running amok. France is charging in with their cav as well, and more importantly, this part of the fight for the LSC once again breaking, more infantry running away here, and Russia may have to disengage a little bit. Now they are joining the fight over here. In fact, they are outnumbering, outgunning this French force. Howitzers coming in to like pound them into oblivion. Now Westfalen is forming up here. They are going to go in and try to maybe even the odds here. But this Russian army is so large. I don't know if they have enough men. Bringing in a lot of line infantry. We'll see. We will see if it's enough. Over here, Russia is just having some real serious problems here. These Grenadier Cheval are doing a ton of work, running down any forces that are left here. And Russia needs to maybe regroup in the center as their units, their whole center has broken, and now Austria is going to be able to advance here with their ally who showed up at the perfect time. And they can all, if this Russian army maybe moved over here and focused on this side of the fight or moved down this road, maybe they could help even the odds here. The problem is this is a really weak part of the battle. Now we do have the volleys going off on both sides exchanging some lethal fire. And Westfalen is probably going to be a little outgunned here, is my prediction, just because of this huge flanking force and just how columned these guys are. There's so many of them. Oh, we do have a cav fight. Cav charge, some dragoons going against some of those lancers who are maybe trying to go for some artillery. I think they're gonna lose though. Oh, get over yourself. He's like, oh, a bullet flew past me, save me. We do have some Austrian 5-pounders coming up here as the Austrian line holding strong. Austria is looking very good here, and there's a French army that has not really even started fighting. They do have some skirmishers get into the woods along with some of their tirailleurs. That's a good combination. They can form square. Beautiful. So they're going to sneak these woods and honestly probably take some pot shots at the Russian cav and infantry that's sitting right here. Howitzer is now trying to focus down the Austrian center, or left flank technically. This fight's still going off. Howitzer is focusing on Westfalen's cav. This poor cav is getting focused down by so many guns. We do have some Westfalen Ulanen maybe trying to go for the artillery as they know this is going to be a disaster for them. Oh, maybe they're going to go for a general here. Where are they going? Yeah, these Russians are in such good column. They're going to start chewing up Westfalen's troops. Juno. They did go for a... That's actually an excellently placed rear charge. These guys are shaken. If they break them around, they can start a chain route here. But some dragoons of Russia are going to go in and do a charge, destroying them. And you can see there was the inspire from a general. Russia is still pushing for this house. France holding strong. I mean, look at this. Still holding by this house. Russia is going to start engaging the French who are in the woods now. Over here, there was a cav fight. I apologize for missing it. These guys went in and charged some line infantry and just butchered them, as you can see by the dead. And Russia's going to have to be very wary as their cav is outmatched and they don't have a lot of infantry in this area. And the French aren't even focusing, really. They may be starting to, but they weren't before. The only good part of this attack looks like it's right here where, oh, Westfalen, look at all the dead they have lost, and they are actually starting to fall back as there is a huge flanking force going for the side here, taking out some of these line infantry. Westfalen is maybe terribly outmatched here in numbers. Russia looks like they are once again going in here, doing a bayonet charge against the Voltigeurs. We got some Voltigeurs who are going to do a point-blank volley on the flank here, and they are going to devastate this unit so fast. Look at the point-blank volleys. Oh, artillery blast, I think, took out the enemy general Tormasov, who has been shot at and attacked and charged so often. Now, seeing what's in the woods here, we do have Russia maybe pushing up into the woods. Yes, he does have some shaken, exhausted units, but he's going to maybe have to fall back here. And that's exactly what he's doing. His flank is very weak. I do hear a charge. Oh, yes, some Fusilier Guard went in trying to stop the Russians. I doubt it's going to go very well for them, though. And the volley's still going off. We do see infantry now breaking as Russia just keeps being tenacious and just pushing on this side. So looking at the battlefield from an eagle eye view, you can see there was a lot of wavering from Russia in the center against the Imperial Guard, this LOC being a pain for them, doing really well against Juno in Westfalen. Over here, Austria is making a huge push, encircling them in the woods. We do have some cav maybe moving up, some dragoons, but they look like they're going for some chevaliers, which is what caused the Russians to break in the center against this cav charge. The Russians could not hold, and it looks like Austria is getting very successful. Russia is holding in these woods here. France is starting to push across with Austria. And you can see it's becoming a nightmare over here as this more and more people keep dying over here. This has become a bloodbath. What a bloodbath. And yeah, Russia is just encircling these poor Westfalen troops who are just trying their best, but they just keep breaking. They need to like run away right now as of yesterday. And the smoke and fire is just outrageous. Oh, we do maybe have a... Oh, they're going to countercharge as Russians went in with a bayonet charge of their own. Let's get this mini-map back up. Trying to destroy Westfalen so they can circle around. If they can turn the flank, they can maybe deal with this side. Honestly, the Imperial Guard have done an excellent job of holding. There's so few of them left, though. One more Russian attack and they'll be over. Now, look at this. We have Austria circling through the woods. This is a problem. They're about to punch directly through the Russian line. You have Russia over here, but Austria going through the woods. They're just going to punch directly through, and there's sever these two armies. France now pushing out of their woods themselves. The volunteers in line infantry doing some deadly combinations of deadly fire. If I said deadly enough, I'm not sure if I did, but it's deadly, in case you're wondering. And man, you just hear the roar of musket fire, hear the roar of cannon fire. Over here, it looks like Westfalen is going to fall back here. Wisely so. They were about to get encircled by the trap, the jaws of Russia. You have the Imperial Guard moving up to maybe try to reinforce. We do have some cav running up, trying to slice up some volunteers. These guys are wavering, though. They're exhausted. They're going to get shot by the infantry in the buildings here. Austria is now shifting over infantry to help out with this fight, help their ally out, as everywhere else is starting to look very successful for them. It looked like maybe there was going to be some breakage here as Westfalen needs to get themselves out of here. They need to reform before they cave the whole side and let this Russian army pour through. This Russian army, though, very hurt. You see they have lost half of most of their men. Over here, we do still have France pushing Russia, pouring in the fire, getting some awesome volleys. They have some breakage in the forest, though, so it's only a matter of time, probably, before they totally break here. As I believe Austria, yep, is going to be swinging through the flank here. Starting to just run down in these units, and they are going to be on the flank of Russia, pouring through, being like, hello. We also have some Mamelukes here now, pouring over, maybe trying to take out the artillery. Are they going to get the charge? Yes, they are, going against some 6-pounders. Able to pull off the kill. Now they're going to go for some more artillery here. As, man, these guys are going to run for it. Mamelukes trying to go in for them. And it looks like Russia was unsuccessful in pursuing Westfalen, so now they are going to have to reform and fight against 3 factions. The bloodied Westfalen, the Austrians, and the bloodied Imperial Guard, who honestly are very, very low on men. And the LOC is gone. Russia probably figured if they're not going to have it, if we're not going to have it, neither are they. We do have some units falling back as Russia is becoming a little disorganized. France is going to start pushing here. We have these artillery piece howitzers who probably are about done, sadly. Another artillery piece could turn and get a canister shot maybe into the face of this French infantry. We do have some cav rushing in though. Gonna try to stop these men straight in their tracks. But I would say Russia is looking like they're gonna start losing. Oh my goodness, artillery though. Getting some deadly kills here. And the cav charge in. Is gonna maybe save those guns for now, but Russia, you can see, is breaking. Austria is showing up in the woods now, and Russia is now on the defensive here. Things are looking very grim. They do not have LOC advantage. They have artillery. Hopefully they can utilize that, but not looking super amazing for them at this point in time. Let's see this artillery maybe can get some more kills before they break. Oh, it is a push. Oh my goodness. We got some cav now covering for the guns. This is very desperate on this side. Over here, now you can see Russia's trying to hold against Austria, pushing as well as France. This is looking bad. Now Russia is holding on two sides, and one of their allies is going to start falling back here. As now, honestly, Austria and Westfalen can start pushing up here. This united front going up against Russia. And yeah, Russia is going to start wavering, losing. And I'm going to say this is definitely going to be a victory for the Imperial side here. We do have the guns, I believe, that got charged, possibly. Where are the guns at? Where are those? Oh yeah, they're right here. They are very obviously gone now. We do have some cav, I believe, fighting in the woods here. Some Mamelukes fighting the Koni. I'm not even going to try to say that. Some more cav for Russia. Russia's trying to maybe hold up here. They have not the greatest quality of infantry. Austria is running down any of these Russians that cannot form up on their own. But they're probably going to break here. Massive break here from the Russian line in the front against a coordinated, a cav charge here. Chevalier Lancers going in, taking on the Russians as France keeps pushing. They're now by this ancient tree. Look how big this tree is. And they're just gonna keep pushing as Russia, honestly, I would beat it. I would get out of there. I'd be like, yeah, we're beating the retreat now. We have artillery too set up right here. Look at this. Some 10-pounders set up. These guys are going to start putting down some disastrous fire for the Russians. Just got to center it, you know? Just center it right there. Just prep it. There we go. Fire. They missed. How did you miss? There we go. They got one shot. The rest of Russia is actually going to fall back and maybe try to reform because France and Austria are going out of the woods here and pushing their flank. We do have some Russian infantry here who are going to pour in a volley, try to defend this line on this side here. Excuse me. Actually getting some kills for sure. Artillery could definitely do some damage here if given the chance. Russia was sacrificing one of the units so that could happen. But look at this coordinated assault here. We have another small Russian army taking on some French on this side here. Trilliers forming up here against the Russians. Now this is some Basically, this is like militia. But look at them. My goodness, the beards. And the shoes. My goodness. Yeah, it's a losing battle at this point in time. France is showing up on the flank here. See, that was blasting. That's a pretty easy target, let's be honest here. But you see the flank is starting to waver as all of a sudden a Russian or French flag and banner is moving in, and these guys are going to now be charging in against the French. Oh no, they're going to get themselves out of there. That's a lot of men too. As, oh, Hussar is going to go in for the charge as well, and Russia is going to die valiantly, taking on 3 factions. And the remaining of the Russians, I think, are still holding here. Not sure what their game is at this point, but yeah, Russia's about to get charged by some cav here. They're losing their cav to stakes. As the remainder of Russia is gone. They did a valiant bayonet charge, and now they're all breaking. And the remainder of Russia is over here, and I'm gonna fast forward because they don't stop. they keep marching. Ooh, the artillery though is just leveling these Russians. Yeah, this is a coordinated 3-faction-pronged army here. All marching together. Look at how beautiful that is, though. And I'll just skip to the part where they re-engage, guys, because it's going to take a minute for them to get in position. So, alright, guys, so we are back with the final defense. You can see Russia is pouring in volleys on the advancing, well, Austrians, Russians, and, or Austrians, French, and Westfalen troops. Smoke's now rolling over. That is kind of cool. Smoke just rolls over. And bayonet charge to finish it off here. And Russia is going to break. They have one last line of defense here. That's going to get charged by some cav here from Russia, or from France once again. Dragoons taking on light infantry, and this is gonna turn into the end. The end is nigh. So I'm just gonna fast forward here. We can see some just Russian infantry getting charged. I believe the general over here, he breaks pretty fast. And that is it. That is the battle. So we'll look at the stats, and this house is obviously what cost the Russians. This house, they lost so much.
They must break.
They lost so much in this house. Man. Just look at all the Russian, like all the green coats. But anyway, this one I believe was, I can't remember who sent it in, so I apologize. I think it was actually Kissing. But good game. Well played on either side here. You see the kills of the infantry and all. Yeah, it was sent by kissing. So thank you guys so much for joining me for this one. I hope you enjoyed. That is about it for me. I can't talk. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, evening, or night. You guys stay safe, and I will catch you all in another video.